What's up, youth ministry leaders? How are you doing? Coming from you live here in my office where no one else is here at the church. So, yeah, reflecting, thinking. But one thing I wanted to talk to you about before Wednesday, like I kind of was thinking about, oh, we'll talk about this Wednesday, but then I was feeling like, man, we should tell leaders as soon as possible is one way, if you haven't been doing this, some of you have been doing this. This isn't a news flash. So sorry, it's repetitive. You watch this because you're a good leader. But for those of you that haven't, I want to encourage you to do one thing if you haven't started doing this already, is be calling your students once a week. I'll tell you what, I think small group, sometimes we have a really good hard time leading small groups. And during this time, this is a really, really good time to be connecting and growing deeper relationships with the students that are in your small groups. How you can do that is just simply by calling them and saying, you don't have to call them and be like, hey, let's chat about your prayer life or anything like that. Just call them and see how they're doing. Hey, man, what have you been up to? Hey, caring for you. Even if it's a minute conversation, it only is going to help you with your small group time. And for them, knowing that there's somebody else out there for their other than their parents that care about them as an adult. And so I read a book last year. I kind of reference it a lot, Sticky Faith, and in there says that when a kid graduates high school, they are the most likely to continue and walk on their faith. And they give a variety of reasons, but one of those reasons that I found super interesting was if they had 5 adults in their life that follow Jesus that are constantly talking to them. And they name like a couple of them are their parents, teachers, and whatnot. But one of the biggest factors is their small group leaders or their youth leaders, not pastors. They actually said small group leaders. And so I want to encourage you to know that what you do matters, and those phone calls that you do actually do matter. It's not just something we say, hey, make phone calls, please help kids get connected. No, it's not about that. It's about making sure they feel loved, they feel cared for, because we want them to know Jesus. We want them to have a relationship, and those phone calls are meaningful. And like I said, a lot of you are doing this. Thank you for doing that. If you're not, no shame, no like, how dare you? Let's just start doing it. Let's start cracking down. And if you need help doing that, if you need phone numbers, you need parent phone numbers, maybe you're a junior high leader and you're like, I need some parent phone numbers. Let's get started on that, because we're here to help and love students grow closer to Jesus. So you guys are doing wonderful. Can't wait to see you all Wednesday at 6:15 for our leader meeting. See ya.